Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm back from my break. Now, you're probably wondering why I take a break the entire month of August and leave it to a couple of chucklefucks. Well, the big thing is my own mental health, and that is actually going to kind of lead into the first part of this before I go to the fun stuff, so a little bit of seriousness. I have made it actually known that, yes, I am autistic, and that does actually lead to my own mental health. And sadly, as of late, I have been getting more and more anxiety, depressed, and sadly thinking of death a lot. And that caused me to kind of not be, not in a good place, honestly. And of course, a little event at the Crump Flea Market kind of pushed me a little bit over the edge. Not to the point of suicide, thank God, but just enough to where I needed to step away and kind of just reevaluate myself. And thankfully I had the support of my friends, my family, and of course the awesome guys over at Sector 9, who of course kept me from just, going really to dark places. Thank God. So, to those guys watching, I know you're watching, thank you. Like, you guys keep me happy. Like, just happy thoughts. Happy thoughts. But, either way, though, you're probably here for the fun stuff. And, as of late, I did a very cool trade and got a lot of cool gear, a lot of cool stuff, more push-to-talk options, and, well, we're here for the guns. So, let's kind of get to the fun one, which, of course, is a actual piece of airsoft history. And one that is so rare that it is pretty hard to find and not it be price gouged to hell and back. That being a Mac 11.
Excuse me, what?
No, you heard me right. A Mac 11. This is not the Mac 10 because the Mac 10 would be the 45 ACP variant, which would be a little bigger. This is the Mac 11 because the Mac 11 was the 380, and this is the exact size. But this is not your run-of-the-mill, hey, this is the AEP Mac 11. No, this is actually the Tactical Force TF11 that are now rare to find. You cannot find these. And it is just criminal that it is just, yeah. And it does work. Sadly, I don't have a magazine for it. However, as of recording this, there is actually a CO2 Mac 11, Mac 10 on Amazon for about $102. So, yeah, I'm going to try and acquire that to actually run a Mac 11, Mac 10 and see if those magazines will work in this, because again, it should be the same thing, if not then, yeah. Either way though, this is one of those things of I am so very happy that I was able to actually have one of these things because again, it's just piece of airsoft history that I probably will never run and instead have somewhere hanging up in the background. We'll address that in another video, I promise. But either way though, this is one of a few guns that I will be talking about. The next one, of course, is a Glock. Sad to say. It's the SEMA AEP. I do have 100-round magazines coming in for this, and I will be doing a video, a review on it in the future, and let's just say that, yeah, my track record with EPs, especially Glocks, if you remember the Game Face review, you know I don't really have a good track record with them, but I'm gonna do something interesting with this. I probably maybe will add that weird funky rail thing on top of it, or maybe do the actual SEMA rail thing that actually has the threads on it where I can actually run a suppressor, tracer unit, whatever. It's just one of those things of I might do something interesting with it. I will probably paint this upper here a different frickin' color because, I'll be honest, I don't like the tan all that much. Although, again, that is actually one of the options, so yeah, I might just paint the silver and kind of do the whole, like, Glock 18 silver slide with a black polymer frame, that sort of thing. Basically, I've got magazines coming in for this, and this is on the review docket now. Now, I did trade with another guy, or at least in this case, I did take another guy's collection of parts and stuff, and in that parts bin was, of course, this. A Smith & Wesson 40 short and weak MMP CO2 gas blowback with no magazine. So we're going to get a magazine, you know, just hopefully. And yes, this does actually work still, which is going to be pretty fun. This is also on the review docket now, and it is going to, you know, just be kind of fun to rock around with, you know, have a little fun. I do have the grip panels for it, which is definitely a nice little thing. It's just one of those fun little bits of, this has been on my review list, and legitimately I've always kind of wanted the gas blowback instead of the non-blowback. Moving on. Alright, so it wouldn't be an update video without talking about October. Many of you know that I do something in October, either a theme month or something else entirely. This month I've decided, or at least this October of 2024, I decided to kind of look at the guns that don't look good. Basically the kind of diamond in the rough, more or less. Kind of just see, you know, if they're still actually good, or if you just should just keep them as, like, say, for cosplay or costume pieces, or even just ignore them altogether. The guns we have so far are, of course, the classic KWC 1911A1, and, of course, the KWC Pink Sig-Sauer P226. This is just the pistol category. We have, of course, a few others. Rocking up one of a few categories, we have, or at least the AEG category, mind you. We may get more AEGs in the future if Tony is feeling very generous and wants to mess with me a little bit. It is, of course, the D69 by, well, UK Arms and Double Eagle. I said those three companies in order because that's what it's been listed under so far. However, the Double Eagle has dropped and it is now Well and or UK Arms. But the funny thing is that the magazines you can actually get extra of, and I have acquired about 5 more of these things. So that gives me a total combat load of 6 magazines, and, well, let's just say that some mod bastard actually did a Reddit post and showed that, yes, you can actually upgrade one of these things. So, let's just say that I will be talking with a friend of mine, which you may know him as Wolfman, and seeing what we can do with this to see if it can be upgraded, because I am going to give this the actual benefit of the doubt and actually try and give it that doubt of, you know, hey, this actually isn't as bad. But with controls like this, not even, you know, something along those lines, not even having the ability to kind of, you know, rack the charging handle, or, yeah. Let's move on to the next gun for October, shall we? The next gun on the October list is, of course, this weird-ass thing, and it is weird in the sense of it actually has a Nerf blaster shell-ejecting variant of it. You're looking at it, and you're looking at this one, and you're trying to question, what the hell?
Nice fucking model!
Folks, I've been doing this for God knows how long, and even I have no answer for you. Like, Jesus Christ, why? So yeah, suffice to say, this is going to be an interesting review on this, and I may save it for last, honestly. But, if you see me at the field with all of these, you know very well I'm going to be probably doing my best to just, yeah. Either way, though. As for other guns, of course, I do have the other semi-automatic Elite Force shotgun that is with a friend of mine who I let take to kind of work on. They're working on it, they're trying to get it fixed. Don't worry, a review of that is coming in the future. It's just we're trying to get that fixed. I will be acquiring, of course, thanks to Foggy and his brother, I will be acquiring a Colt 1911 CO2, which that will be reviewed in the future, and may or may not get the wonky pistol rail thing, just so I can run cameras on the thing, as well as optics and other such proclivities. Who knows? But, either way though, Yeah, that's the lineup so far for October. If you guys are feeling generous or you just want to be absolute madmen, they consider donating to the links down below or looking at the links down below and actually acquiring stuff, because that's commission for us and basically helps us acquire absolute batshit insane things from Amazon or other deep, dark, evil places on the dark web. Moving on. Now, as you could probably guess before this update came up, that I released, or at least we, as the channel, released, of course, the new project that we're doing. The Lost Media Dungeon. The Lost Media Dungeon, as the name implies, basically is going to be a collection of lost media. Stuff that no longer is in circulation. Stuff that basically the companies have lost all rights to. Stuff that legitimately has no longer any sort of home and is doomed to be forgotten. Well, I'm going to do my damnedest not, because I want to be able to remember these things. I want everyone to be able to remember this stuff, because a lot of this stuff I actually grew up with. And the Desert Rose OVA was one such thing that was in the back of my brain due to memes and stuff, and just kind of never realized, oh my god, this was actually an OVA. And as such, I put it out there for all of you to enjoy. So expect more lost media in the future, including some stuff from HBO that they don't want to be associated with anymore, like the Second Civil War, that was the first actual lost media to be uploaded to the channel. Although that's not the actual, like, hey, this is the officiation of the Lost Media Dungeon. No, this is the Desert Rose OVA was. Also, there will be more gameplay kind of coming in the future, because, again, I am actually getting back into the gaming groove, and I'm enjoying it pretty good bit, including, you know, modding Fallout. However, Fallout 3 is still the elusive, ever, dear Christ almighty, I'm trying to get this thing to work, I'm going to bust my head against a wall, annoying type deal. So, yeah. Let's just say I'm not exactly happy with it. And, anyone who's ever had to mess with Fallout 3 and try and mod the damn thing, yeah. As for Fallout London, I don't know yet. I legitimately don't know. I don't have a GOG account, or at least the GOG copy of Fallout 4, so I'm just going to enjoy Mike Burnfire's playthrough. But I am enjoying, of course, America Rising, and just kind of having a little fun with that. Merc, of course, has heard you guys, and he is going to probably try and get a gaming PC. But let's not hold our breaths there. He is the kind of person who doesn't spend money on things he doesn't think he needs. Until you pointed out, yes, he fucking needs it. So, yeah. Go check out his Wattpad and annoy the hell out of him. And tell him why he needs a new gaming PC. Anyway. Thank you all so very much for watching. I'm actually doing a lot better, mental health-wise. And the guys will, of course, be will actually be uploading to the channel, and will have their own kind of, hey, this is us, this is our playlist type deal. And, yeah. Till then, ladies and gentlemen, as always, I've been Airsoft Al, and I will look forward to seeing you guys on the next upload of All American Airsoft Media. Till next time.